Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna show you what I taught tonight, and it's a type of passing I really like. I shared a YouTube video of somebody showing something very similar. So I'm gonna keep it simple. We'll start with the very first one, which is just the base of the whole technique, which is breaking the specific grips in the De La Riva. And then going into, I'm just gonna give you just a two-part pass, and then showing you some concepts. So if the guy has the De La Riva position, now I have to understand, what is this guy trying to do? This guy has a pull and he has a push. He has a push and a pull, and it's very valuable in Jiu-Jitsu when he has a push and a pull. I can't allow that to happen. Now, I've already made a bunch of mistakes because I put myself in this position. So I need my legs to have proper positioning. My toes, as you see, I'm stepping into his armpit. I see some people, they stand like this when they're drilling and stuff, or they're stepping back with like the regular like self-defense base, and I'm very off balance at that point. So my toes are actually almost both facing forward, like I'm about to take a sprint. Okay, so this is kind of where I'm at. My back foot, as you guys see, it's slightly down on the floor here. So first thing I'm gonna do is I have to mitigate this guy's push. Okay, so when I'm here, I'm gonna reach up, grab the collar, I'm gonna put my elbow into my knee. This builds tension here, allows me to hang onto the grip a little bit longer. From here, he's gonna try to push. I'm gonna C-clamp the ankle, step back, pop my leg, which is breaking this grip, and then I'm stepping his leg back in. Okay, so watch again from this angle as I come in. So this is just the basics. So I come in, I get my grip, I bring my knee, I step back, I pop the grip, I step in. Now when I'm here, it's very important that I understand where my body weight is. I don't want to be behind this guy's knee. When I'm behind the knee, he's very powerful at pushing me with, he's behind all his major muscle groups, his hips, his glutes, his back, his quads, everything right here is he's pushing me away. So I don't want to sit here, I don't really have anything fighting this, so I always redirect it a little bit. My knees are like pinched and my toes are back. I'm not flat-footed here, I don't have any pressure going forward. I'm trying to kill his hooks here, okay? So I have a pull, I have my hips in, I'm like so. My head's not hunched over, keeping everything like this, okay? What I'm gonna start to feel is a little extension of this guy's leg. As he starts to extend his leg, that's what's gonna allow me to make my move, okay? Now, this position, they call it the headquarters. Sometimes I call it catcher's position, the catcher playing baseball. The pass, some people call it like a hip ride pass. I'm just gonna call it the slingshot pass, just because like I'm building tension, and then I'm slinging myself by. So, he's got his grips here. I make my grip, tension, step back, in, here. So if I get the elbow over, great. Now what's gonna happen, I'm gonna start feeling this tension here. I'm gonna base my hand to the ground. I'm gonna put my hip on him, and what I'm doing is I'm kicking my leg back as I start to pass. Right away, my knee feels the hip, so that way he can't guard recover, and I turn my knees back over. I'm gonna keep a hold of this grip. And I'm not gonna use this grip too soon to go for the underhook. I'm gonna keep this because a lot of times when I've shut down everything that this guy has, sometimes they may try to roll away. So I'm using this lapel to pull him back. This lapel is like a modified seatbelt grip. If I were to have a seatbelt, my top arm would go over top, I'll grab my seatbelt. Well, if I hold the lapels, that's serving the same purpose. It stops him from rolling away. So if he does make that mistake, I will win. Okay, so I'll keep this grip just in case. If he doesn't, then I can start gaining and progressing my position. So again, I come back in, I'm like, man, get my grip, step, control, boom, position. I start to feel the tension. Once I feel the tension, I'm basing, I'm putting my hip on his hip, I'm kicking my leg, I'm riding back, okay? Right away, settling my position. So, we're gonna call that slingshot pass. I know it has other names, guys, I give it another name so my students can understand it a little bit better. The second thing is in the series is I'm gonna go for the same pass, but this guy's gonna maintain his hook. And what I mean by that is, when I get to this catcher's position, and I go for this hook, I come back and I gotta keep this. And a lot of times they'll use that to re-guard. Watch again, they'll use it to re-guard. I come here, I get everything, I build the tension, I get it back, and I'm like, man, the move didn't work. So I have to have an option for that. So when I drop my hip, I'm gonna go to what's called dope mount. It's another hip smash kind of control position. So I'm here, I feel the tension. I'm always looking for the first move. As I go to kick back, I can feel the tension. I'm gonna take my bottom knee here, and I'm gonna thread in between. My knee goes in between, which eliminates him from doing a guard recover. I'll come a little closer in. So come over here, I'm gonna show you these little details that we have. So my knee comes in, which kills his guard recover. I have his collar, so there's no inversion for any kind of leg locks as my arm starts to shoot underneath. Now what I want to create is a spine twist, okay? As I twist his spine, he becomes very weak. So I want to pull this shoulder back. He's going to want to tuck that shoulder behind him, so that way he can start to do some other type of moves to regain his hips. So it's underhook, the arm goes around the neck, and I'm pulling the shoulder back, okay? I'm not putting shoulder on his chin. I'm worried about that shoulder being pulled back, and then my chest comes in. Okay, this here, when my chest is in, I pull the shoulder back. Rob's in a lot of he's in a lot of control right now. It's really difficult for him to do so if he doesn't have much movement. So I walk my knee down south. I step over his knee. I lower my hip. I step over his hip, and I don't put this foot to the ground. I'm using his hip to isolate his arm. So I'm driving off his hip as I extend his arm. It's very important that I isolate this arm in transition. If I'm in the mount and then I try to isolate the arm, his arm's really tight and it's not gonna work. It's gonna be very hard. As my hip is to the side, it's very likely that he's gonna be pushing and framing and trying to create space. That means he's extending his arm. So as he's extending, that's what I'm doing as I'm transitioning, and then I can start looking for my attacks. Okay, so watch that one again. You can go this side. I come in, and I don't always want to don't just battle the De La Riva. I mean, really, if I'm gonna set this up, I'm not going here just straight to, I'm not going De La Riva and then going. I'm gonna control, just like do a little step, and right into my position. I'm just coming, I'm controlling, step, begin to move, boom, position. I look for the first move, I kick back, my other leg comes through. Okay, once my leg comes through, I sink, trap, shoulder, control. Take your time here. Walk your knee, step over, lower your hip, grind, up your chin, start looking for your attacks. Whether it's head and arm choke, back takes, arm bars, Americanas, whatever. So that's basically a little two-piece pass that I like, you know. Go try it. Let me know what you think. And if you guys want to see anything else, any other topics or questions or anything, just comment down below and I'll post a video about it. Thank you.